what did your upbringing look like?
I mean, I was raised in kind of like in a working class family. My mother was always an entrepreneur. She was a hairdresser, and now she's a baker. So my mother always had something going on where she was like creative and making money, usually with her hands. My father, when I was born, was a subcontractor, but prior to that was a psychologist. So there was always this element of kind of like deeper reflection that I was raised in, and like analysis of kind of like the emotions that I'm feeling and why am I thinking the way I'm thinking. That was always part of growing up. Like my dad was trained, he was like a psychoanalyst. So, you know, when you're like 8 years old and you're like, Daddy, I had a dream about, you know, a volcano and a gorilla. He would sit you down and like peel it apart. For like,
the gorilla though. It was just, can we talk about the gorilla? Yeah. He's like, no, let's get into this.
Yeah, he'll be like, what color was the gorilla? And you're like, oh God, what significance are you pulling from this
Brownish?
dream? But, yeah. And he would have significance. And one story I always like to tell about my dad was, he was the type of guy that could just really make anybody feel very comfortable very quickly. And I remember one time I was sitting in the car with him, like napping, and we pulled up to a toll in New York City. And I woke up for a split second and heard him paying the toll and begin to speak with the person working the toll. And I remember waking up about 15 minutes later, and he was still talking to that lady. And the lady was like, yeah, and that's why, you know, I never really get along with my mom anymore. And I'm like, damn. How did he get this deep with this lady this fast? And how mad are the people behind us right now? So I was raised in a household where we think a lot about our thoughts. And I was also raised in a creative household. And I don't know. Sometimes I think about gratitude. And honestly, I think you live one time. You want to have as much joy as humanly possible. So I try to align myself with a philosophy that's going to make me feel good. And I find that being gracious and being respectful and being kind and being joyful makes me feel better to be that way. So why would I choose to feel a way that doesn't make me feel that good? So that's, I mean, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of the way I am.
Oh, totally.
Why be sad if you could be joyful? If you have the choice, why would you pick the bad one?